lovelies. Happy Friday night and welcome to the Best of Beauty 2021. I am super pumped to be here tonight with all of you to share my best in beauty. So, if you saw my Instagram, I was having a little bit of a technical difficulty with the audio. So, I just want to check in with everybody here tonight before we get going to make sure that you all can hear me. All my lovelies in the crowd. Oh, hey, everybody. Hey, Haley. We got Jeremy in the house. Hey, Tori. We have Tammy. Thank you all so much for joining in tonight. I am excited to be, I'm definitely excited to be wrapping up 2021, but I'm excited to be wrapping up 2021 with tonight with my best of beauty. I'm just here to share with you my favorites of the year. And I tried to be very selective, although you wouldn't think that if you saw my vanity top right here, but I tried to be selective, and this is not so much a holy grails products. I've seen a lot of people doing like their top 3 that they've used of the year, but for me, I'm only talking about things that I discovered this year. So that's going to be what we're going into at some point. If you guys want to see like a holy grails, I can totally do that. But this is going to be all of the things that I found this year that blew my skirt up. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos here in 2022. All right. Oh, the other thing I have to say is to fix the audio issues, I am wearing a lavalier mic, old school Kelly in the basement doing YouTube. I pulled out my old lavalier mic. So if I hit it and you guys are hearing like, I apologize. I'm not used to not being able to talk with my hands. So I'm going to try to calm down. So thank you everyone for joining in tonight. I have to ask, how is everybody doing? We're now a week into the year. How are we feeling so far? I know. I was super excited to see sunshine today. It was crazy cold today for me. Like this morning, it was like below 0 in my car. Very, very cold, but the sun was out. So I was happy. And I think that's a good sign. So I am going to go over a little bit of everything tonight. I have a few skincare items, of course, a lot of makeup. I'm going to talk a little bit of fragrance. So we are going to just kind of go through the whole gambit. I have quite a few things here. Now, last year, I did my top 21 of 2021 or something like that. And I think I actually have, I think that actually ended up being 25 products. So I went over. But this year, I just didn't give myself a limit. Although I think I'm doing pretty good with the around the same amount of products. And I will be excited to hear what you all think of my favorites, if any of them were your favorites. And you'll have to let me and the whole community know what your favorites were as well. Because of course, that is exactly what we live for here, is conversation with each other. So I'm going to pull out my very New Year's-y water cup here. I saw today that there was like a thing about like what to do with your sequin dresses after New Year's, how to style them. And I was like, on New Year's when the like clock struck 12, I had a turby twist towel in my hair and I was wearing pajamas. It was like no sequin dress for me. But if you rocked a sequin dress, good for you. All right. Stop stalling, Kelly. Let's get into the makeup. So we're going to start with skincare. I don't really have a lot this year that really stood out to me just because I've really been sticking to my tried and true, or been dabbling in some things that there really was nothing that like really struck my fancy. Oh, the other thing I want to say is that I am not counting anything that I got like after November, after the end of November, because of course, like so many of us, I did some Black Friday shopping, but I'm not counting any of those things, even if they're things that I'm really loving, which there are a couple that I would have been tempted to sneak in here, but I'm not counting any of those because I really want to have had them for a while and be able to say that they were a true best love. All right. So that being said, here we jump right in. So there were a couple things though that I have tried, and they were both towards the end of the year that I got that really struck me and are now going to be incorporated into my skincare routine. Tori, you can't remember the last time you wore real clothes on New Year's Eve. That's okay. That is okay. New Year's Eve is about spending it however you want to. And if it's in sequins, that's great. If it's, in pajamas, that's okay too. All right, so this first one was actually gifted to me. This is the Unique Calendula Complete Cleansing Oil. And this I got from, let's see, was this in my Stylovana? I believe it was in my Stylovana, like K Beauty haul. So this one of these products is from Stylovana and one I got from Yes Style. I'll have to go back into my videos to remember which was which. I probably should have taken a note on that. But this cleansing oil is so perfect for me this time of year. I have to say, I have a couple other like cleansing products, cleansing balms that I really need to get through. But for right now, I mean, I've made a decent dent in this one since I got it because it is so soothing and nourishing and like rich feeling on my skin, but doesn't leave it feeling super greasy. So I have definitely been enjoying using this one at night. It has also been something that I've used in the morning when I feel like I need a little cleanse on my skin, or maybe I wake up and I have that like dreaded yesterday's eye makeup crust right here. You all know what I'm talking about, especially if you do a smoky eye. It's like some of that is still like gathered on your face and it wakes up in your tear ducts. I don't know. It's weird. So that's what I'll use when I just need a little something. But there is something about this that just makes me feel like my skin is still really hydrated. Now, I will say that I range normal to dry and especially dry in the wintertime, but this has been a lovely one. It has a like light, natural fragrance. Yeah, it doesn't really smell like anything. It just smells really light and I really enjoy it. And it doesn't irritate my eyes. I will say that if I'm wearing like bulletproof mascara, this does not take it off though. I have to work a little bit more with it, but this takes off a lot of my makeup. If I'm wearing like a heavy eye look or something, I have no problem. It just doesn't get rid of like the bulletproof mascara. Hi, Rosario. Thank you so much. Yes, I do have some pink in my highlights. If you look back on previous videos, my hair when I start out is quite pink with a capital P. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love that. Well, I mean, buffalo chic is going to be the thing this year, Tammy. I have a feeling. Okay, so my other item that I have really been enjoying is the One Thing jojoba oil. Now, I know that some people on the video that I did about the winter skincare that I was sent, that one was from Yes Style. So this was one of the products that like I was like, I need to have this in my life. I don't know how I've missed out on jojoba oil. Like, give me all the oils on my face, but this one, there's just something about it that is, again, really rich and really nourishing. And I realized that this actually also has jojoba oil in it. This one has, let's see, where is it? At least I thought, yeah. Oh yeah, it has jojoba, macadamia, you have sunflower, canola. And so I was like, wow, like there is something. Jojoba, I'm telling you, this year is going to be the year of jojoba for me because it has just made my skin feel really good. This I use at night. I would say I probably use it every other night, and I've really been enjoying this one. And by the way, I have linked all of the products that I'm talking about in the description box below for all of you if there's anything you want to check out. I tried to find, when it came down to these products, I tried to find the website that had the lowest price. Oh, hold on. I'm talking to myself on my phone. That's weird. All of a sudden, my video just started playing on my phone. That's weird. Okay. But anyway, so I have the links down below for the best prices of what I could find on these. So if you want to do any shopping, I tried to score you some deals. So those really are the only two skincare items that I felt like were standouts to me. I tried a couple different cleansers. I really stuck to my same moisturizers, and you know that I've been talking recently about like trying to go through the skincare hoard. So that is a goal for me. And so I really have just been trying to stick to the tried and true to use them up before I move on to the new. Hello, Enamored Beauty. Thank you for hopping in. Hey, Liz. Hey, Colin. All right. So let's see. What did I put here? I was trying to like do these all in order. Oh, I do have a couple more skincare things. These are also going to be linked down below. So these are 2 sunscreens that I head over heels fell in love with. We have the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. This was recommended to me from Alana from Altogether Alana. She loves it. She's gone through plenty of tubes of this, and I think that this is so nice because it does have that hyaluronic acid in it. It is very moisturizing. So I truly think that there's something about this. It's like a gel cream. And if you have like normal to oily skin, I think that you could get away with this as your moisturizer and sunscreen. Or in the summertime, I think a lot of people could do that. Right now for me, I need a little extra hydration. So I definitely have to use a little something else. So along those lines, I also really fell in love with the Thank You Farmer Sun Project Shimmer Sun Essence. So this has a slight glow to it. I will go ahead and pop a little bit of this one on the back of my hand. So I'll actually show you the 2 next to each other. And these both were gifted to me through that campaign as well. But y'all know I'm keeping it real because there were a few products that I got in some of those that I was like, what? So you can see here the top one. Let me see if I can get it out of that light. Okay, so the top one with that little bit of pinky hue is the Thank You Farmer, and the one below is the Isntree. So when I feel these next to each other, the Isntree feels like a little bit thinner, but a little bit more hydrating. Whereas the Thank You Farmer, it just gives you a little bit of like a glow. It's not shimmery, by the way. There's no glitter going on in here, but it just gives you that really nice like luminosity. So we have the Thank You Farmer on top and the Isntree on the bottom. So it's not like a crazy difference, but I personally think you can see that little bit more of luminosity right through the top there. So I love both of these. The Isntree is, both of these have like a near to nothing scent, but the Thank You Farmer does have a bit more fragrance to it. So for those of you that are fragrance sensitive, but I love both of these. I think that they're both pretty lightweight, but add just like that little bit of glow that I like, and you're getting sun protection out of it. This one is a 50 SPF, and then the Thank You Farmer is 30. So I usually try to be at 30 or above. So both of these are super great if you are looking for sunscreen. And remember that even though it's winter and where a lot of us live, it's cloudy, you still should be wearing sunscreen. So just keeping that in mind as we go into the new year. We got to have some good skincare goals. Hey, Locke, thanks for hopping on in. Oh, Mona, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for hopping on the live. All right, so now I just talked about glow. You all know I love a good glow. So is anyone going to be surprised that these babies are on my list? Probably not. The Auric Glow Lust is one of the products that I just find to be a little bit unlike any other glowy product out there. And for me, it's the texture of these. I love that I can use these, you know, under my skin as a primer, which is usually the way I do it, or mixed in with the foundation. Tonight, it's what I have on as my highlight. By the way, everything on my face is one of my favorites tonight. So enjoy. So I really love this product. I think a little goes a very long way. You know, Samantha Ravindal chose to have what I would consider a luxury brand. I mean, maybe not like tippy top luxury, but like as far as the prices go, I just find that for how little you have to use of this product, I think that it is very worth it. And today I have the original Morganite on. I did not get the newer Morganite, but I do have the original one. And then I also have Pyrite. So sometimes I will mix these together. And then in the summer, when I'm a little bit more tan, I will use Pyrite on its own. Yes. Ooh, we've got some good Auric fans here in the house. I love that. Oh, Tammy, yes. So the whole like sun rays, that's what they say. Like, even if you were going to be hanging out by a window, you should make sure to have your sunscreen on. So definitely. All right. So what you are going to find is in tonight's Best of Beauty, I don't have any foundations or concealers because I still love everything that was in my last year's favorites, which by the way, I have linked that down below as well if you want to check that out. But you know, there was just nothing to me that I tried this year as a foundation or a concealer that was wowing me. I did try a couple and there was nothing that I was like, yep, this is the best. So I didn't put anything in here. You all know that I'm pretty I'm pretty much into the products that I love when it comes to what is going to lay on my skin. And I didn't find anything that bumped anything out of the running. So sorry, if you're here for a foundation, you'll have to check the other one or DM me on Instagram and I can give you a few of my faves. But there was just nothing this year that I tried. Now, one product that came in for me towards the end of this year that I've really been enjoying mixing with foundations and I've sort of been sleeping on because I know it's like everybody's been talking about it, is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. What happened to the days of just calling something like maybe 1 or 2 words, man? It's getting long. So this I have really enjoyed. And I think that I got this in a BoxyCharm. And I was like, okay, it's not something I would have tried out at all. And I really, really love this. I usually use it to mix in with a foundation to sheer it out, which for me saves me money because then I have to use less foundation. But it does add a really nice glow to the skin. If you have a product that you find that tends to sit a little thicker on the skin and you want it to lay better, I think this would really work. If you have a foundation that's a little bit more matte than you love, this would work because it gives you hydration and glow, but it's not as sheeny as something like the Auric. This is really just going to be like that hydration glow, if that makes sense. I have also put this on like if I'm running around the house in the morning and let's say I'm not going to put makeup on until halfway through the day, I will spritz my skin with like a toning water or let's see, I have actually the Watermelon Glow like face mist because I need to go through that because I think it's starting to go. But I'll spritz my face with a face mist, throw this on, and then that will be my primer to then go through and do my foundation. So I've really been loving this one. I can definitely see picking it up again once I'm out of it. So thank you. One of the things that I got from BoxyCharm this year that I didn't want that I actually enjoyed. Oh, hey, Kara. Great to see you. Sorry, I'm just wanting to keep up on the chat as we go through. Oh, yeah. Mona, seriously, like everything. I think that's why packaging is getting bigger and bulkier because they have to fit all the words on it. Like nothing is just like blah, 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 blush. It's like blah, 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 blush. It's like, I don't know how I can keep track. And then that means that the words are even smaller and then I can't see them anyway. So I don't know what to say. Okay. So after the watermelon dewdrops, we're going to start moving into some of the complexion color products. Now, if you are not new to my channel, thank you for hopping back in. But if you are new, you will not know that I am a cream lover. I love me some cream products. It is really what I reach for most of the time. So cream blushes, cream highlighters, cream bronzers, usually that's my go-to all the time. However, this year, I either did not try a cream bronzer that was new to me that like I had enough of like a pitter patter in my heart, or I had a couple that I tried, but it was more towards the end of the year and I just haven't gotten to enjoy enough. But one product that I found that kind of creeped in as a product that I like, it was a standby. Do you ever have that product that you just find yourself reaching for and then all of a sudden one day you're like, boy, I guess this is the love of mine. That's how this went. This is the LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer. So first of all, it has the word matte in it, which is not really something that I usually go towards. But this powder, well, I mean, first of all, the packaging is just beautiful. It's a rose gold triangle, people. It's shiny and it's rose gold. It's just sort of what sticks out to me in my drawer. But it is a very finely milled powder. I have it in 2 shades. This is the shade Harmony. This is the second shade. I do also have Motivate, which is the lightest shade. I love this. And there's just something about it that the reason I grab it is because I can pull it out. It works with anything. It works with any foundation. I don't find that it gets skippy. I don't find that it gets patchy. And I just know that it's a standby product for me. And I think that the price for what you get is really good. So I've really enjoyed this. This is actually one of my favorite LYS products. So I really enjoy that one. Would I like to see a cream bronzer come out from this brand? Absolutely. So that for me is definitely on the tippy top of 2021. I have to say, like I did, if you guys saw my Black Friday haul, I did get a couple of the LYS highlighters that came out. And I just haven't touched them enough to really give you like a lowdown on those. Like I said, I was really trying to, or I didn't get that Black Friday. I think I got it in the Sephora sale, and I just haven't gone towards it enough to really know if it's a favorite or not. So keep an eye out. I'll be using those in some future videos. But when I was sitting down to grab all my favorites for this video, there were so many things that I was like, you maybe grabbed that once, or you've maybe tried that once. So I definitely have some things that I will be doing an update video on in the future. All right. So then let's talk about blushes, shall we? So I actually have sort of, this is definitely where my love of cream shows. Okay, so actually this morning I was talking to Kara. I think she's still in the house here, Kara from Beauty and the Frizz. We were on Marco Polo talking, and I was like, I'm struggling with the blushes. Like I have some that I really enjoy. I think my tip top one is still the one from last year, which I'm going to talk about, but we were talking about blushes, and it's like, yeah, but like, I mean, to be a bad blush, it must have to be really, really bad, especially a powder blush, right? Like a powder blush will be bad if it's really patchy or like not pigmented. I don't know. I mean, you really have to screw up a blush to make it like a really bad blush. So many things. I bought a lot of blush this year. Nothing really stands out crazy other than a couple of these products. So, and I say that, and then here I've got a couple sitting out. So for me, hands down, I just can't remember if I got this in 2021 or at the end of 2020, but I think it was 2021. So this is the Tower 28 Beach Please. I have the shade Power Hour on today, and I love this. This is so beautiful. It blends out so easily. You get a little bit of a glow. I know some people have said that they're sticky, but I don't find that mine is sticky at all. Like, I don't know. I don't have that problem. Do you have a problem with these being sticky? I think that they are the perfect, like, slightly emollient blush that isn't like too dewy. I mean, it looks pretty glowy on my Face right now because I have that auric underneath of it, but these are just super nice. So, oh, we got people starting to slam some blushes. Yeah, please tell me all the ones that you don't like. Oh, Liz. Okay. Wow, I thought we were makeup soul sisters, but maybe not. All right, so the other product that I have to talk about as far as creams go, and this kind of goes through a range. This actually goes through technically highlight, bronzer, and blush. So these are the Vision Flush from Danessa Myricks. So you all know my love affair with Danessa started with the Color Fix, and I just started going down the rabbit hole. My goal for 2021 in last year's brands to try was to get more Danessa Myricks products to try. So I'm going to swatch a couple of these here. So I have the shade Sweet Nectar. This is the first one that I got. So these are meant to be, I would say they're a creamy liquid. I'm going to go with that. Locke, I know that you have a few of these because I think I saw that on your Instagram. And I have Sugar Plum. This is my newest edition. So I bought this, and in my winter skincare video that I did, not the live, but the one that I did with Yes Style, I was wearing this on my cheeks and my lips. And that was like it. I just went boop, 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 and like put a little bit on the lips, and I was good to go. So these, I think the reason I like them is because they are very user-friendly. They're quite pigmented, but they really blend out so nicely. The only thing that I don't love about these, though, is the scent, because I won't use these a lot on my lips because they have a floral scent to them. And I don't understand, if you're going to make an eyes, cheeks, and lips product, please don't make it smell like flowers, because I don't want to chew on a bouquet. But here are the colors. So this is that LYS bronzer. So this is Sweet Nectar. This one is Sugar Plum. And then down below it, I actually have Ballerina. No, I'm sorry, Tiara. What am I thinking? Tiara. And then the one below it is Nutcracker. So these can be, I mean, Nutcracker could be a beautiful like cocoa blush if you want it to be, but I tend to use it as like a bronzer. But these are just so nice. So they obviously look very, very pigmented. But if I go through here and like, I'm going to just blend out these few. So you can see that these sheer out so nicely. So these are really, really nice. I think that really any skin type could wear these. I think that they're a bit emollient, but not too emollient if you are an oily skin type, to not be able to enjoy them. So I really like them. I just wish that the floral scent wasn't in there. I don't understand it. I don't want to feel like I'm chewing on roses. Okay. So, oh yeah. So Liz, other than the scent, I really like these on my lips. But I just can't with that. All right. So the other cream products that I really like, and I talked about these last year, are my Salt New York Cream Tint Pros. So as of right now, I have 4 blushes. I have 2. So these are lip and cheek, and the Radiant are your highlighters. And then I have 2 of the Sculpt and Bronze. And by the way, yes, I did. I did order the new Sneaky Balm along with a couple other things, along with a couple things for a giveaway. They got me. I watched Kiki's video yesterday. Last night, actually, Colin and I were both watching Kiki's video, talking to each other about which shade should we get? What should I get? So I picked those up, and a video on that will be coming very soon. So if any of you were curious about the new Sneaky Balm, I got you. I'm going to be talking about it very soon. So I'm really excited to get that. But hands down, these are such a wonder. I have at least two videos where I'm using these, so I'm not going to go too much into those, but I do really love these. These are, out of all of these creams, these are the most emollient. They are the most emollient. They are the most shearable, if you will. So if you have very oily skin, I don't know that you would love these as much, but I just love them, especially the highlight. I really think that the highlight for me is just like that beautiful, like moist, glistening skin look. And if you have texture on your skin, if you feel like things start to look patchy, blotchy, give these a go. You will not be sorry. Right now, the company is doing a buy 3, get 2 free, or you can always do the buy 2, get 1, or there's like palette bundles as well. So there you go. Yeah, Colin, you can't wait to get yours either. Oh no, Lisa, do not start with me on the Lisa Eldridge blush. Do not. So I was thinking about adding in fails, but literally the only one that sticks in my mind is the Lisa Eldridge blush. Not because the blush isn't pretty, but because of the Blush-a-Palooza explosion that happened to me not once but twice with that packaging. I cannot. So that for me was a no. That was a hard no. Hey, Weeza, thanks for hopping in. Oh, yes. Thank you. Blush apocalypse. I knew that we had a phrase. Thanks for looking out for me, Tori. All right. So those are all my creamy loves. Now I have one more for you that is a powder, but it still has a little squish to it. These are the MAC Glow Play blushes. This is the shade Rosie Does It. This is the first one that I got. So they're like a putty blush. I wouldn't say that they're quite as squishy as like a ColourPop Super Shock blush, but they definitely have a little give to them. This is still my favorite one. It is a beautiful like berry tone that has, I don't know how to explain it because it's a little bit of a shift, but it's so subtle that you don't quite see it. Like I'm going to say it's shifty, but no one else is probably going to say that. I love this. Down below in the description box, I did link the MAC website because the website for the brand has more color options, but I also linked Ulta if you're like me and you love using your points to buy stuff. So I did link both down below, but I think Ulta only has like 5 or 6 shades, but the MAC website has quite a few more. So love that. It's just a beautifully blendable product and it never looks dry on my skin. The other ones that I have are more like matte, but they never look dry on my skin. So that would be, by the way, the one thing that would make for a bad blush. If it gave me like crusty, crispy cheeks, but I don't feel like I've ever had that happen. I've had like a little bit dusty, but not crusty. Wow. Okay. I can't wait to go through the chat later and see like the blush hate that was going on because I did miss some of that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, now everybody's talking about my blush attack. That's hilarious. Yeah, so I will say, like, of course, the Lisa Eldridge team was very, very nice, and they refunded my money. I've noticed now, though, that they are not listed on the website at all. So that packaging has obviously been yanked, and they're probably going to redo it. So I thought the product was pretty, but the packaging was a big no for me. It was a big no. Yes, Liz, I'm so glad that you were enjoying yours, even though the one came slightly sad in the pan, or out of the pan, if you will. Okay, so let me go a little down here. All right, so more Danessa when we get into talking about highlighters. I have to be honest, all of you know that I really haven't been wearing a lot of makeup, like on my face, below my eyeballs, all of this year, because I wear a mask at the salon all day long. But I really have just found that I love the highlighters that I have. I bought a lot of cream highlights last year. I bought a couple powders. To me, the one standout product that I have from this year that for me was different than everything else in my collection is the Danessa Myricks Dew Wet Balm. I love this. I do think that this is going to be a product that people either really, really love or really don't enjoy. You have to like that like balmy wet glow. Let me see if I can get some on here. So I don't think this is going to be a product for people that feel like they get really oily. Let me see if I can get this. There we go. So you guys can see the sheen that this has. And I have just the clear one. They do have the one that's like a little bit more champagne-y, and then one that's like a darker, like goldy. I think it's almost like gold leaning into copper. But this I love. I love tapping this on. Actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. Why not? Let's get a little sheeny shiny. So I love just popping a little bit of this on. It does stay emollient, but it is not super tacky, in my opinion. Like, I feel like I can actually keep this this on, and I could wear my hair down. Like, I don't feel like it really gets sticky. Now, I did try the Flower Beauty balm that's kind of like this, except it does have a little sheen. I think that one is a little bit more like the champagne one from Danessa. Let me pull that out. What is this one called? The Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. So this one has a little bit of a sheen to it. This is very beautiful as well. Not a similar formula, but like a similar concept. But this one does stay. There you go. You can see that one right here. So this is a less expensive option. This one does have a little sheen to it, but it's not as wet looking. It's a little bit more shimmery, and it does stay tacky. It stays a little tacky around the face, not uncomfortably so, but to where I'd want to like be wearing my hair half pulled up. So if you are someone that has like hair that could potentially fall in your face, I wouldn't recommend the Flower Beauty one, but the Dew Wet Balm I just really enjoy. So I've found that that's a product that I pull out when I'm just ready to look like I actually drank some water, like I maybe went to yoga, neither of which I've been doing enough of. So it's just like a good fake out product. So if you guys can see, like now I still have that like glow from the Auric, but now it just looks like I'm a little glistening. Hey, Lisa, thanks for hopping in. Oh, the pink version. Yeah. Liz, I think that's like that like champagne-y one, unless they have more. All right. I gotta see what's going on here. Okay. So we talked a little bit about the face. Might as well talk a little bit about the lips. So we're just going to hop right into it. We already talked about her once, Lisa Eldridge. Now, I'm going to forgive Lisa for making blush explode all over in here, for getting it on my chair, even though she didn't physically do it. I did it. But I'm going to forgive her for that because I fell head over heels in love with the True Velvet lip colors. I do have to say, Velvet Cinnabar is my favorite. That is this one here. This is the one that I truly think looks good on everybody. Why am I'm being stingy with the swatches? You know, I mean, it's right there. That's probably 75 cents. So this is Velvet Cinnabar. And to me, I feel like this is a color that literally will look good on every single person because it's like a toasted red brown. It is not too orange that it's going to be, you know, kind of like one of those weird rusty shades, but it's not too brown. I don't get down for the brown. I do not get down for the brown lips. I love them on other people, but it doesn't work for me. So this is as close to a brown as I will get. And I also think for someone that finds reds intimidating, this is also really nice. You can sheer it out. So you could very easily just like dab a little bit of that on your lips. Oh, well, okay, Kara, I don't know if it's my fault. I have a feeling that Miss Liz Perry here in the house probably had a little bit to do with that too, because I know she's done some swatching and showing us all the things. So I think that maybe she had something to do with it too, because I know that she definitely did for me. So I love this. I do have let's see. I also brought out, did I bring out Velvet Petal? Yeah. This is one that I didn't get at first because I thought maybe it was going to be a little too, I do not like the white-based lipsticks that end up looking crusty on the lips. But Velvet Petal is really pretty. It's just like a nice warm pink. This is so, so pretty. So, of course, Lisa kills it with the packaging. This is just so luxe and beautiful. My first lipstick order also included, let's see, what did I get? I think I don't even remember which my first one was. Like maybe blush. No, I don't remember. But I also got 2 of the Luxuriously Lucid lipsticks. Now, I will be honest. Do I think those lipsticks are nice? Yes, absolutely. But for me, if I'm going to pay a Lisa Eldridge price tag, I'm going to get a true velvet. I don't see myself ordering any more of the Luxuriously Lucent just because I think that there are formulas out on the market that are just as beautiful as that. While I do think that Lisa kills it with her color stories, she picks such flattering colors to create. I think that you can find a beautiful formula for almost half the price. So unless you are just obsessed with Lisa and you want the case, you know, the beautiful like experience of her packaging, I would say if you want to splurge on a Lisa Eldridge lipstick, stick with the True Velvets. That's my opinion. So that as far as like lipsticks, now I'm going to stay here on Lisa Eldridge and just talk about the lip pencils. Hands down, I definitely see getting more of these. I have 3 right now. Let's see, what are the ones that I have? Oh, I must have 4 because I don't have Cinnabar here. So I have Myth, Affair, Blush Lightly, and I also have Cinnabar somewhere around here. So I could see myself getting close to all of them because I love these so much. They are super creamy. They do not tug on your lips and they last forever. I have, which one do I have on today? Oh, Affair. I have Velvet Affair on with one of the lip glosses I'm going to be talking about. And it is just a beautiful, Lisa just kills it with the colors. They're all so flattering. They're so flattering. I think even if you picked up a color that you didn't think was going to be for you and you tried it on, you'd probably like it just because Lisa does such a good job. Yeah, we got a lot of people. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of people talking about Lisa Love. Yeah, these pencils are great. So if you do decide to go over to the Lisa Eldridge website, I recommend the pencils and the True Velvets. If you're really curious if it's in your budget to try one of the other lipsticks, but for me, this is going to be where it's at. I was talking about the Lisa Eldridge sweatshirt in a recent video, and I'm like, I really want that sweatshirt. But then when I look at the price tag on it, I'm like, but I could almost get like 2 more pencils or like a pencil and a lipstick. I'm like, I don't need a sweatshirt, but I don't need more lipstick, but I will probably spend my money on things that actually go on my lips with Lisa. So that is definitely my hands down tippy top lipstick of the year. I didn't try a ton of lipsticks though, because, you know, all the mask wearing. So maybe in the future I'll find something else, but there's just something special about that formula. Let me tell you. All right. So we're going to move over into things that are off of the mattes. I don't like, this is the only matte formula that I've ever tried in my life that I really, really enjoy. So here we're going to move into something that gives our lips some color, some hydration. I really enjoyed these. These are the Merit Shade Slicks. These are the tinted lip oils, and I really love these. These were gifted to me from Merit. I did pick out a couple shades when they were doing their new launch for autumn and winter. And right here, I have the shade Cara Cara, or since Kara's in the house, Cara Cara. I don't know if it's Kara or Cara, but Kara, since you're here. So the thing that I love about this shade is it is so transformable. So that is it on its own right there. So I just adore these. This to me, it gives you enough color. It gives you some moisture. They wear off, but they don't look weird as they're wearing off. And they don't like dehydrate your lips. So I love these. I pair these with lip liners a lot. I've paired this with the Velvet Cinnabar lip liner, and it's beautiful. I've also paired this with, I paired it, the video that just went up, was that yesterday, where I had like reddish lip on. That was a NYX lip liner, a NYX bright red lip liner with this lip oil over the top. So it is just very transformative. I have 3 shades or maybe 4 shades now, and I could honestly see getting more if someday my lips were out in the world for people to see. So I see Lisa Ann talking about the Christian Audette. I have not tried those. I meant to maybe pick one up on Black Friday. I really wanted to get one of Mel's shades, and I totally like missed out on it. But I will say I would personally trust Liz's opinion on this, and she's saying that the Lisa Eldridge are better than the Christian Audette. So I would say yes. Kara, you're saying it's Kara for sure. Okay. All right. So moving down the line in pigmentation, but upping the, I don't know that these are necessarily more hydrating, but they are more like balmy and like slippy, feel good on the lips. I've talked about these a lot. We're really going down in price range for a moment here. So these are the Catrice Powerful 5 Liquid Lip Balms. You all know that I love these. I tried these shortly after I got that little Rare Beauty Glossy Balm sample. This is a very good dupe for those Rare Beauty ones. I would say that these are actually, I think that these are a little nicer, and they are like half the price. So unfortunately, I don't think that Ulta is selling these anymore. I don't know if they're selling Catrice at all, but I did find them on Amazon. So if you want to try one of these out for like $6-ish, you can find them in that link down below. So this is one of the shades here. This is probably Glossy Apricot. Yep. So I have this in 3 or 4 shades. My wonderful friend Stephen Ford has several of these as well. So we are both obsessed with these, and they are wonderful. So if you want something that just has, so the Merit feels a little bit more oily and a little bit more slippy, whereas the Glossy Balm has almost like a gloss mixed with like a silicone slip. Like it's going to fill in a little bit more like a lip balm. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they called it a liquid lip balm. Wow. Oh, Lisa, you have, oh, I think we chatted about this. Yes. I really like these. They are very nice. So Steven says that they smell like green tea. Well, now it just smells like makeup wipe. Okay, I can actually get that a little bit. They are very, very lightly fragrant. So if you don't like something that has fragrance, these would also be for you. They definitely don't smell like chewing on a bouquet like the Vision Flush do. Okay, so this is my last lip product, and this is the one that I'm wearing tonight. These are the Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Glosses. So these are definitely for when you want that plumped pucker, when you want your pout to be extra juicy. They do sting a little bit. I am not going to lie. They sting a little bit at first, but it goes away in like, I don't know, a minute. I have on the shade, The Bigger the Hoops. So this one has like little duochrome shimmers in it, and it's got like a peach base. So this I have over the top of, let's see, what is it? Oh, it's over the top of that Affair lip liner. So these are just so nice. If you aren't all about the slightly stingy lip balms, do not get this. do not get this, but I truly feel like my lips look and feel a little bit more plump when I wear this. So, oh, by the way, I hope that I'm not like blasting you all out with the volume here. I was trying to figure that out. I meant to ask that at the beginning. So if I need to talk quieter, please let me know. But you've probably all adjusted your volume at this point. I'm just realizing my microphone is right underneath me right now. Yes. Okay, Lisa Ann, we did talk about that. I was like, I feel like we had this conversation. All right. So I have 3 of those Too Faced glosses, and I really do enjoy them. One of them is like a cream. Oh, that's the Wifey for Lifey one that my friend gave me as an engagement gift. That was very sweet of her. When Jeremy and I got engaged last September, she gave me that, which was so sweet. And it's a beautiful like mauvey pink tone. And I got that one. And then I just like started picking up more. So I love those if you love a good plumping gloss. Okay, now let's move into other areas of the face. So we're going to talk a little bit about brows just for a moment. You all probably know that I'm going to talk about the Refi Brow Sculpt and Shape. This is another one that has like a really long name. I don't even think I put the Brow Sculpt, Shape and Hold. And I think it actually says brow gel at the end, but I did not add that in here. So this is a brow pomade. It's like a brow cream. So it is more of your white base. And I love this product. I used it this morning at, what time did I get ready? I think I put this in at 8 a.m. and my brows are still like lifted. This is like a push-up bra for your brows. I love it. You do also have the comb and the brush attached. Now, I will say this will get a little bit milky looking in your brows if you use too much. If you use too much, it'll get that like used a glue stick look. You know what I'm saying? So a little goes a long way with this, but I really like this. I just like, I don't want like laminated brows to the point where they're like stuck to my skin, but I do like to have them pushed up. So I love this. The thing that I like about it, I also really enjoy the 24/7 brow setter. Yeah, this one from Benefit, but this one gets crispy. So this is more like using a hair wax, whereas this one is more like using a hair gel. So depends on what you like, but I love it. And I think it's lasted me a really long time. So I really enjoy it. Okay, who is ready? Who is ready for some eyeshadow talk? I know, I know that that's what we've all been really into this year because it's what we've been featuring the most on our faces. So I don't feel like I got a crazy ton of eyeshadow palettes this year. Now, granted, when I go through later and do my palette declutter, I'm probably going to be like, lies, it's all lies, Kelly. But I have really been focusing on single eyeshadows this year. So I do have a few palettes, but a lot of it was single shadows. So first I'm going to talk about the single shadows that I have been loving in my life. So this one, I guess I will say, is just a brand in general and one that I enjoy both the palettes and the singles from, and that is Glam Shop. Y'all, I bought these. I bought these. I bought these. I'm blinding you all. Those are all the singles I have from Glam Shop. And I also bought a few of their palettes. So if I talk about a couple of palettes that I really love, I know everybody loves the Camo palette. But when I pull that one out, I'm just sort of like, it's pretty, but it's like kind of monochromatic. Like I wish it had a little bit more depth to it. So I love the Zieloni palette. I'm not saying that right. I'm going to have to take some Polish classes. So this one I love. Citronata. This one is going to be coming out in full force again in the spring and summertime. Oh, I love this. So I love the Glam Shop singles. I have not done an order though since I did that Nude Mandala collection because shipping is like crazy now. Like, what is it, like $40 now? $40. So I need like myself and 2 of my friends to go in on a Glam Shop order to split the shipping anymore because I can't, unless I'm going to be buying a lot. I don't want to spend $40 in shipping. So I'm slowing my roll on Glam Shop. But if you are looking for more I definitely recommend them. So they definitely have some beautiful shades. I think that obviously the Turbo Glow are beautiful. The matte shadows I actually really like. I also think that the velvet shadows are very unique. These are the ones that are almost like a satin, but they have a lot of glitter to them. So it's like a satin, slight shimmer, and then it is just chocked full of micro sparks. So I really like these. So Glam Shop was definitely one of my favorites of the year. I am now going to put these on the floor because we got the Tower of Power going on over here, and it's it's making me really nervous. Okay, so of course you had to know that I could not talk about single shadows without bringing out some Divina. So if you saw on Instagram, I did just recently like reorganize a little bit here. So Divina always makes my heart go pitter patter. Of course, we had the Halo Moon launch. We also have the Carnival Sweets, which I've really been enjoying. The other new I'm yet to play with, but I'm really excited to try those. But I want to pull out a couple of these shades just to show. I think the Carnival Sweets are so fun because you can layer them. They are opaque enough that you could wear them on their own, but also layerable. So I have a couple of them here. We have Twinkle Toots, which is the blue. We have Sweet Slush, which is this really pretty like pinky tone. And then what was the, did I grab Rain Tarts? No. Oh yeah, Sprinkle Whips, Twinkle Toots. And then, so let me grab these here. So these are just so sparkly and pretty. If you do want to see these, like I love that, like I said, I love layering these. So in my video that I did reviewing these, I did layer them over a Danessa Myricks black base and then also a pink base. And I do believe I also put that up on my Instagram if you just want to see those swatches. By the way, my Instagram is KEEPBEAUTYREAL. So these are just so pretty. They're like sparkly and shifty and fun, and I love them. And Divina just makes my heart sing. Oh, we're talking about no buys. Hold on. Oh, a low buy. All right. So, Lisa, good luck. May the force be with you. All right. So, now to talk a little bit about palettes. So, I have 3 palettes that right away stood out to me as unique and something that I've really been enjoying. Because for me, it has to be something that I've gone back to grab. Like I've actively dug through my hoard to get out, right? It's like, oh, I want to use that one today. So if that's the case, then I know it's something that I really enjoy. The first one is something that you can't get anymore. And I think this was on a lot of people's lists this year. This is the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette. Of course, this is with Angelica Nyqvist. And this baby is just so pretty. So this was actually my first dive into the Kaleidos formula. And I just had so much fun with this palette. I think it is a beautiful mix of some wonderful, like bright, but like saturated, but deep jewel tones. So like sometimes I feel like when you get these really deep shades, they get a little bit too murky. And I think that these still have such a beautiful pop to them. I have to say, like the shimmers for me, I used this palette when I wasn't as used to using shadow toppers. So I think when I did my review, I was just like, kind of wanted a little more from these. I do think several of the shades in here are meant to just be toppers. So I don't think that they stand as well on their own. And that is okay once you kind of know that. I just didn't at the time. So I really love this. The color story is beautiful. It's so much fun. And it was really inspiring to be able to play with this. So Angie did a great job. All right. Another one on my list is the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette. So the Celestial Divinity? Yeah, the Celestial Divinity one was on my list last year. So you probably are not surprised that this one is on my list this year. I personally think that for the price, this is really incredible. I think that this was a beautiful color story. By the way, this is what I have on my eyes today. And y'all, I did use the Danessa Myricks Color Fix as a base for these, like just the nude shade as like a lid primer. But I put this eyeshadow on at 8 a.m. and it is still going strong. So I love this. I think it's great quality. I do think that this color story is maybe a little bit more wearable for people. So I know that this one is still available on the Pat McGrath website. When I looked, it was sold out on Sephora. So I just love it. I had a really good time working with this one. Now, I know that a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not the amazing Italian formula," but I didn't know any better. I think it's beautiful. I did, however, just get my very first Pat McGrath mothership. That video is going up on Sunday because I used that along with some other goodies that I got, and I definitely had some opinions. So you guys will get to see that on Sunday. But this Celestial Odyssey palette was, for me, a true winner of the year. I think that the mattes are beautiful. They're very blendable. The shimmers were just a lot of fun to use. So I really enjoyed that one. I just want to see like what everybody's chatting about here. So my last one, this has very quickly become a makeup obsession of mine, and that is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics palettes. Y'all, the first one that I got was this one here. This is the Blend Bunny Surge palette, and she's beautiful. I have been playing with her all week. I love this. I just think that these mattes are so incredible. They are so blendable, obviously. I mean, you know, if you follow Blend Bunny on Instagram, you'll know she is the queen of beautiful, beautiful eye looks. And I know that she really like does a lot of focus on matte eye looks. And I think that it's evident in the formulation of these because I think that this is great. So I have since gotten the Blend Bunny Blends palette, which is the original like rainbow palette. Y'all know I ordered the Dollhouse palette, so that one's on its way. So I cannot wait to play with that one. But Surge was my first foray into the Blend Bunny formula, and I love these. I will say, like, I give the mattes an A. The shimmers for me are like a B, just because I think that they perform best when used with a finger. I think they're a little bit hard to pick up if you're not using your finger, because a couple of these have that like slightly squishy feel to them, and I just find that that's hard. And I know that she said that they are like really best used with a finger, but for me, the way that I like to apply shadow, I don't love that because it's hard to be accurate. So unless you are someone who just likes a little bit of pop on the center for a halo eye, I just like to be able to use a brush. So I am definitely excited to try the Dollhouse. I know that there are shimmers in there, so it's not that I don't like them. It's just that they're not my favorite, but the mattes are so amazing that I found it worth it to get the Dollhouse. So did anybody else, by the way? Did anybody else get the Dollhouse? I'm really excited. Kara, I know that you skipped out on it, but I'm really excited to try that one. All right. Yes, Lisa, you should definitely. Okay, so so I'm going to say Lisa Ray and Lisa Ann so that we can talk about both Lisas. We got two Lisas in the house, double Lisa squared. So definitely Kaleidos is a brand to try. Like, I think that they just have they're just very whimsical. It's just a fun experience. And the formula has been really, really nice. Okay. So I just want to make sure that I haven't missed anything. All right. So really that for me was like the standout eyeshadow of the year. Have I tried a good bit of eyeshadow? Yes. Were there other products that I liked? Yes, absolutely. But when I sat down and I was looking at everything, I was like, okay, these are the ones that I just have to talk about. These are the ones that I grab for when I'm wanting to have a fun day. And that's what means the most to me, is just having fun with makeup. So again, I cannot remember. I think that this came in at the end of the year, but I have tried a couple different mascaras, and still nothing for me beats the Bite Beauty Upswing. I can't show you one right now because I don't have one out, and it's killing me. And that's how I know that it's still my favorite. So that's going to be the one repeat thing that I talk about, the Bite Beauty, because I think that one came in at the very end of the year, I believe, but I just can't. I've tried a couple different mascaras and I'm trying to go through what I have, and all I keep saying is it's not like the Bite. So Bite Beauty mascara for me is still the thing. The other thing for me, and I don't have any in here. Oh, well, I've got one here, but the the lashes, I just realized that this is an empty container. They're probably sitting in my bathroom drying right now. So the lashes and lash liner. So this is a sub brand of Moxie Lash, and I tried these out early in the year, and I have a hard time wanting to wear any other lashes other than lashes. I don't wear lashes that often, but when I do, I want to wear lashes. Like, I know this sounds like a commercial, but I love them. And there is just something about the fact that and I keep trying to explain it to people because honestly, that is my lashes videos are my most well-performing videos that I've done. I think my original lashes video has gotten like 13,000 views or something like that. And I love them. And I get questions all the time like, well, okay, it's not glue, but it is glue. Cause it's like their tagline is like, no glue, no magnets was originally. I've seen now that they say non-magnets because the lash adhesive is not like your traditional glue. I hate wearing traditional lashes with lash adhesive. The lash adhesive gets stuck in my lashes. It gets crusty and crispy. And I try to like pick it out. And either I have to leave it there for a few days until it weakens itself, or I'm picking it out and I'm losing lashes of my own lashes. I hate that. So this is almost like rubber cement or almost like a silicone-y feel. There's a silicone band and the lash glue is clear. You can get the black as well, but I love using the clear because I have so little lid space. These are so nice. So this lash right here is dirty, but this is I believe this is the wifey. And so they're like, you can get them very, very extreme shapes. Like to me, this is a very full shape, but I love the baby lash. That's a half lash. I really love these. So if you love lashes and you want something that with one wash, when you use your makeup remover, that lash adhesive is going to come right off. So for me, I love that. It's definitely something that I really enjoy. So lashes for me, hands down, one of my favorite beauty finds of 2021. All right, let's get into some tools, y'all. We got brushes, we got some devices. Let's get into it. So, of course, you had to know I'm going to talk about the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy set. I bought this when it first came out, and so did a lot of other people, which is why it sold out so fast. So for me, there are a few standouts in this brush set, though. When the restock happened, I was very tempted to get the whole set, but like the blush brush that was in there is just a little bit too big for me. So I'm going to hold out until the like individuals are available. So I just wanted to go over a few of the ones that I really enjoy. Now, I have to say, I am a BK Beauty affiliate. I bought these brushes, but I do love them. If you want to save percent, you can save percent. If you want to save 10%, you can use the code KEEPBEAUTYREAL on your order. But I love the A506. This is like the Baby 101. This is a great concealer brush. I cannot wait to get another one of these. These are all dirty because I had to pull them out because I use them all the time. I think that this also really makes a great contour brush. There's a lot that you could do with this. So I really enjoy this one. The other two that I really like from the set are the A502 and the A504. So these are like just the nicest little compact little blenders. So the A504 can be a really great like outside corner brush. You can use it on your lower lash line. Like it can be a pencil brush in a pinch. It can be a really nice tight blending brush. I love this one. The other one, the A502, is really nice. Just a really good brush if you have small eyes, if you have hooded eyes. This is great. I love the BK Beauty brushes, and Angie did a great job picking these. The other brush that I was really excited to see in this set is the A505. This is a flat shader brush, like a flat definer brush. This is the type of brush that you want to use when you're wanting to like pack shadow onto your lid because it's a great synthetic. It cleans up really nicely. I really like using these for cream shadows as well if I'm using something shimmery and I want to just like load it on. So love these. Lisa and Angie did a great job. And I'm really excited to be able to pick these up in individuals, which, by the way, is supposed to be coming, I believe Lisa said in the spring. So I'm sure that they're working on it right now. Of course, these poor brands have a lot of issues between like shipping and availability of product. And so we just all have to be patient. But I know that the set, if you need more eyeshadow brushes, or if you love a big Mama Jamba bronzer brush, do I have that one out? That one's probably dirty right now. It's just a little too big for me. Oh no, here it is. This brush. Like this is the one reason where I was like, I'm not gonna buy the set again. It's so big. I don't need big brushes. Okay, so I want to compare, by the way. I know that I talked about this before because somebody asked me about it. This is one of my favorite Refer brushes. Okay, I have to say, I like Refer brushes. There are a few of their eye brushes that I love. I just find that unless there's a reason that I need to use a like real haired brush, I just don't know, especially full price. I don't think that I would ever buy a Refer brush at full price. I'm not saying that they're not worth it, but this is one of the few that I kind of make an exception for. This is the number 14, but like I just feel like these are similar-ish enough. They're not the same. Oh, that's probably not helpful. They're not the same, but they are close-ish. They're close-ish. And so unless you're getting an amazing deal on the Refer, I really think that a couple of these in Angie set are going to be great to be able to use. So I did not buy any more Refer brushes in the Black Friday sale. They were doing that great 50% off deal, but I was just like, I feel like I have some shapes that I have compared to the 14 that I like, so I did not pick any more up. But they are good. I'm just right now trying to lower my brush budget. Of course, I'm going to say that to you as I talk about buying an entire second set of my Katie Jane Hughes. Yeah, I did that. I did that because Spectrum had these on sale on Black Friday, and I was not expecting the Katie Jane Hughes set to be on sale. So this is the full Mamba Jamba. I have not taken it out yet because I told you all in my haul video, I am not taking these out yet until I do a brush declutter because I need to. Oh, it almost fell. Hold on. I'm saving you, Katie. I'll never let go. Okay, we're good. That almost fell off the table. But just hands down, like some really nice small eye shape brushes. I just pulled out the number 8 brush. This is a great brush for highlight. It's a beautiful cream blender. It can do your under eye setting powder. You can set all over the face. Katie and I just have very similar desires in our brushes, and I love this beautiful olive color. I did see, and I posted it in my community tab, the sale is no longer on this brush kit that I got, the 25 piece, but the Katie's box set is still on sale. It's 47% off. It's still spendy. It's still a spendy set, but you get like I think it was 18 brushes. You get the towel that also is a brush roll. You get a brush cleaner. Like it was a good deal. I was very tempted. I was very tempted to get that one, but I just stuck with full brush roll. So I really love these brushes. I think Spectrum has a really nice synthetic brush. I just wish that they had some more dense options, which is why I really like these Angie and BK Beauty ones because they have a denser pack to them. So speaking of densely packed, beautiful brushes, let's talk a little bit about the Blend Bunny brushes. So I got a couple of these out. I have 2 sets of these now. The Blend Bunny Cosmetics brushes come in a set of 5 and for $30, y'all. $30, a beautiful synthetic, very, very soft, and they are all just these beautiful shapes. I love how if you are maybe newer to makeup or you're unsure of how to use these, they are color coded so that you have your brushes from lightest to darkest so that you know where to start and where to end. So I love that that was a very thoughtful thing. I don't play by those rules. I just use whatever, whenever, but these are another set that I had to dig out of my dirties because I really enjoy using these. I just love me a tiny brush. Give me a tiny brush. All right, I'm just checking in. Sorry, I get on a brush tangent and I am just going to be in my own world. Oh, yes. Hold on. I'm going back. Tori, are you talking about the dark mattes in the dollhouse? I think I saw that you were picking that up. Yes, I agree. I agree, Lisa Ann. Oh no, we're talking about our beverages. Okay, so y'all, this week I have been indulging in some hot chocolate. One of my wonderful salon guests got me a beautiful hot chocolate, and I've either been having it on its own or I put a scoop into some decaf coffee to make a mocha. Yes. Maybe I will have to do that tonight. Oh, Kara, you didn't know that about the brushes? Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. You got, oh, hi, Maria. Huh. Yes, I thought that's right. You got the Dollhouse of the Surge. I cannot wait to use the Dollhouse palette. I'm so excited. Yeah. So Maria and I were talking, and I was saying how it's like -2 outside, and she said my freezer is warmer than that. So funny because obviously right now, where Maria is, it's summer and it's beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm living vicariously through her. I live vicariously through her as a previous dog mom, still a dog mom in my heart. But I love getting to see pictures of her pups, and I love getting to see pictures of the beautiful homestead. So thank you for that. All right. So what do we have on here? Oh yeah, we're just getting a little bit more spendy here. So you all had to know that this was going to be on my list. This one. I love my Spectra Light. This was such an investment for me, but I really love it. So I of course had to put it into this list. I did see, by the way, that the Merry and Bright or Merry Glow and Bright or whatever, Merry Glowy and Bright, the set that comes with the free skincare is still available. I believe it's the Derm store. I did link it down below, but if you have been saving up some Sephora cash, this is available just as the mask on Sephora, but they still do have the set with the skincare available. I obviously did a full in-depth review with my six-month results, and I really love this. I think it was a great treat for myself. I love using it because I do feel like it has definitely helped with my acne. Sorry if I'm banging on my microphone there. I think it's really helped with my acne that I get. I do think that it has just helped my skin in general, like all around. But there's just something about taking those 3 minutes. I would say I probably do this 5 to 7 days a week. There's just something about taking those 3 minutes for myself too. So I definitely really enjoy this. So Lisa Ann is asking if the lights really work. So I personally, hands down, have noticed a difference in my skin. Is it some sort of placebo psychosomatic effect? Maybe, but if that's it, it was worth it because I've definitely found that like the issues I was getting from wearing a mask have gone down, and I really love it. But get it on sale. That's all I'm saying. They're on sale enough that nobody needs to be buying that full price. All right. So the last category we have is, of course, one that I love so much, and that is fragrance. Y'all know that I went down the rabbit hole this year. Well, I already lived in the rabbit hole. I think I just like went to a subterranean level of the rabbit hole this year with my fragrances. So I had a hard time picking, but I did pick out a few. So the first one is going to be my last purchase of the year as far as fragrances go, and that is the Ellis Brooklyn Après perfume scent. I guess I mean, it's an eau de parfum, but you know, anybody can wear it, right? So this scent, y'all. Okay. So this smells like walking on a cold mountaintop. You can smell the cedar. Maybe there is a fire very, very far off in the distance, very far off, but you are on a hilltop walking through the snowy woods. You're smelling the beautiful woods, and then you go into the ski lodge and you have a spiced bourbon cocktail. That is it. That is what this is. It smells so good, and it is so unique. I know that Colin from Queer Bones was saying that they smelled it and they were like, yep, I had to pick up a small size immediately. I was like, I know, it's just so unique. It is like woodsy without being over the top. It's got a softness to it that isn't like powdery or too creamy. It has a very hint of like not too smoky. Oh, it's so good. So good. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I don't think I've seen the vanilla one. But I love me some Ellis Brooklyn fragrances for sure. And it definitely was a year for fragrance. All right. So, and I'm sure maybe some of you are surprised that I didn't put B in here. I love B. I love B. That is Ellis's previous fragrance that they did that I love. But I feel like there are other fragrances out there that are similar-ish to that fragrance. And that's the only reason I didn't put it in. It's one of my favorites. This winter, I've been wearing it a lot. So my second fragrance that I have to talk to you about, I don't have yet in the big size, but you all know that I got this Sephora Favorites fragrance sampler. And if you saw that video, if you saw my haul from the sale, you will know that I flipped my you-know-what over this Pear Ink perfume. So now, by the way, if you're Jeremy, he thinks it smells like peaches, but it doesn't. It smells like pears. It smells like pears. So also my friend Stephen Ford has this and has gone through probably half of his little travel size that he got. It smells so good. Is this what I'm wearing today? I think, yes, this is the one that I'm wearing today, so I can respray it. It just is so, it's a vibrant, fresh pear scent. It just smells so good. I love it. It is like the grown-up version of that pear body spray from Victoria's Secret. Yep, I remember wanting that when, I was at the age where the only thing I was going to be buying at Victoria's Secret was Body Splash. But that's what it smells like. Now, I have to be honest, I am very, very nervous because when I went to link everything in the description box for all of you lovelies, Sephora does not have the big one of this listed yet. And I have not turned in my scent certificate yet. So tomorrow, after work, I am running to my local Sephora to see if they have the Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink big size. Because I don't know, I'm sure it wasn't me. It was probably Lauren May Beauty that made this sell out. But if they don't have it and I can't use my scent certificate on that, I'm going to have some words with someone because I want to get this one. Oh, Jeremy's still listening. It's okay. It's pear with a whisper of peach, babe. I'll give that to you. I will give that to you. Oh, yes. So Simply Swatched. So you love a prey. Yes. You are absolutely right. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing about amber, because I did get that super amber fragrance. It is nice, but the problem is it smells to me exactly like Cinema Secrets. It just has that scent to it. And now I cannot. Now that I've linked those two in my brain, I cannot with that one. Oh, yeah, Liz, seriously, that one. And then the Love Spell. That one too. The pear one and the Love Spell ones were the ones that I loved. Okay, so Pear Ink from Juliet Has a Gun. You all better not go out and buy the big one before I can get mine. I'm just saying. But right now I just linked the small one down in the description box. Okay, my last favorite of 2021, I have to share because it's more an experience than anything else. And I have a video coming probably next week about this. So this is the Commodity Exploration Kit. I hauled this in my Black Friday haul, and you all know that I love the commodity fragrances. I've talked about Bois before. I talked about Gold and Book. I have several of the scents that I really enjoy. But since the company had gone out of business, and I was horrified and shocked and tried to buy as much of it as I could, and then they were repurchased by a different entity, they have added the scent spaces. So I'm not going to go too much into this because, like I said, I'm doing a whole video on it. But in this kit, you have 6 scents, and not 6 scents, but 6 scents. And then you have the different scent spaces of each. So the idea behind this is the middle scent is the classic scent. If you are used to commodity fragrances, this is like for you and the people immediately around you, sort of. Then you have the personal scent or the minus scent. And this is just for you and maybe someone who cozies up next to you, right? Like it's a little bit It's a little bit diluted, but it also smells different. Like they have added different things. And then the bold version or the plus version is like for you and everyone around you, everyone who's lucky enough to be in a space with you can experience this. So it has more of a sillage, if you will. So you experience it further away, and it definitely is stronger scent. So the thing about this that I loved, this kit is, I believe, $35. Hold on. Moment of hydration. So I think that this kit is $35. And for me, yes, you get these little babies to try, but there is something just so fun in the experience of smelling these. So you get the little samplers. It comes with a pamphlet, a booklet that really goes into what is in each scent, what the scent evokes, you know, like the notes in it. And what I suggest doing this as is either a date night or a friends gathering, right? Grab a bottle of wine with your friends or with your significant other and go through these together. So I have filmed half of this video. I filmed half of this video. And after I did that, I left the scents sitting out. And then that night when Jeremy and I were getting ready for bed, I was like, wait, I need you to smell these. Cause I was really curious what he would think about, you know, the different scents as the strengths increased and the different, like how I felt about them versus how he would feel about them. And we sat in bed. I was like bringing in all the scent samplers. We sat in bed for like a half an hour, just hanging out and talking about it. And it was so much fun. And so I really think that this could be a really fun date night. And at the end of the day, you've got these extra scent samples. You can split them up amongst the people that are doing it with you. And then, you know, if you want to get a commodity fragrance. So this was a lot of fun for me. I really suggest it. Again, it's down in the description box. I love commodity fragrances. I think that they have something for everybody. I'm also getting this like tickle now. It's a live stream, throat. Stop it. It's probably all this scent, actually, to be honest, that I'm like spraying everywhere. I think I inhaled it. All right, so the commodity exploration kit is my last scent. It's not a scent. I haven't decided which one I love the most. You'll have to watch that video to decide. For me to decide. And also, I was thinking that I'm going to rope Jeremy into coming on camera with me to do the last half. We will give you guys. We'll give you all his thoughts on the first half, but what do you think about him coming on camera with me to do the second set? I thought that that would be pretty fun. No, don't say that word. Don't say that word. Yeah, okay. By the way, y'all, if you don't know, this is my fiance right here, Jeremy. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it too. Okay. Lisa, girl, then the bold scents are going to be for you. Last row of the house, they will smell you and they will be like, ooh, you smell good. All right. So I would love, first of all, I just want to say thank you because one of my favorites, I would say the tippy top favorite of my year is all of you lovelies. It has been such an amazing ride to hang out with you, to have these conversations, to giggle with you, to be able to come together over makeup and more. And that has meant so much to me. And it really, truly was a shining star of my 2021. So thank you all so much. I would love to know, for anyone that's still here chatting, I really want to know what your favorites were. Because if there's something that I missed out on, please let me know. Because, you know, 2022 is here and I can start my wish list. But again, thank you so much. If any of you need to cut out, I appreciate all of you. And I am looking forward to more beauty conversations in the new year. But I really want to know, like, what am I missing? What are some favorites that you all had? Because it's been a year. I think that everybody, I don't like, when I think about it, I got so much lip gloss and it's like, because I was like, well, no lipsticks, I'm wearing a mask. And it's like, okay, but so many people were like, well, I'm going to wear bulletproof lipsticks. I'm going to wear the long wear lipsticks. And here I am like, I'm going to get lip gloss, which then I didn't wear under a mask at all. So I have all this lip gloss now. So I got to start wearing more lip gloss. So this is staying on for the rest of the night for sure. But I think it's so interesting. Like scents, like fragrance was a big thing for me this year. I think it's always been a big thing for me. But I think that for me, there is so much in the power of scent. It can cheer you up. It can calm you down. it can make you feel sultry and sexy and in the mood, you know? So I think that there's just so many things that it can do. I remember there was one day that I was really dragging butt. I and I was like, okay, I need a scent that's going to perk me up. And I immediately grabbed for Ellis Brooklyn West because that has that really fresh citrus. That's the one that I say that it's like you jumped out of the shower and now you're driving down the Amalfi Coast. Like that one to me, like through the like citrus groves, like that to me, that scent is what I needed that day. Oh, okay. We got some faves rolling in. So yes, I know. Darn it. So you're going to talk about Vive and Victoria Beckham. And of course, those are two that are on my list to try this year. So I guess it's going to be Liz approved. I love that. Oh, Tammy, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I really love our community of beauty enthusiasts, makeup lovers, scent aficionados, or people who are getting into any of the above. I'm not answering that question, Jeremy, because people have to wait to watch the video. Okay. Oh, Lisa Ann. Okay. So I did not get the Flower Punk palette. I was tempted to get it, but I do feel like I have a lot of those shades. But I was tempted because I just love the Kaleidos formula and like their vibe. But I was like, but you have all these scents, or not scents. You have all of these colors. Oh my gosh, Lisa Ray, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That is really kind of you. Thank you so much. Good night, Tori. Thank you so much for hopping in. Oh, yes. Scents invoke memories. 100%. I agree. I think that that's something that we all were, you know, enjoying the good part of this year. Sneak peek for the lovelies, babe. Don't be giving away my content. Okay, Tammy, I am excited for you. You can hit me up on Instagram and we can talk about all of my Danessa Myrick love. That could be a whole video. It has been a whole video. I think I've done like 4 or 5 Danessa Myrick's videos at this point. Yeah, for sure. Oh, like Brute in the 80s. Don't you wonder? I wonder, what do you guys think? This is a whole tangent. We won't start this conversation another time. But like, I really wonder what is going to be the thing from this era that we all look back on in 10 years and we're like, oh my God, or we look back on in 20 years, like, remember that? Like, I think of like Love's Baby Soft. My mom used to wear Heavenly. I don't even know who made that, but like those like really powdery scents. Oof, that was a big one. Yeah. Oh yeah, Old Spice for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Liz, I know we both have a Danessa love. All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for, I mean, I know we're in 2022 now, but thank you for helping me top off my 2021 with all of my lovelies. It's been a great ride. Thank you. You really have made this year for me. So I appreciate getting to hang out with you and talk about all of this makeup love. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and joining us here in the community. And I'm excited for what this year has to bring, not just makeup, not just beauty, but hopefully a good shining star of a year for all of us. I love you all so much. Happy New Year. I cannot wait to see what is in store for us this year. And I will see you really soon. Bye.